Hey everybody, welcome back. So I'm back from ACME, and I brought back some stuff. I bought some stuff. I was given some stuff. I was given some stuff as well, gifted. I'm gonna show all that. Also bought some stuff, and I've had these for probably a month, and I've not included them in anything. Got them off eBay, and I figured I would show them first. And although I bought another one of these. What's the thing that I was building, the 2031? Looking for the box. The Imperial. No, was it Imperial? I don't even remember what it was now. Where's the box at, Matthew? Where have you put that thing? Anyway, the Chrysler that I was building, that I got so frustrated with because it was just so awful. It really was. And to be honest with you, I know some of you guys would say, that's modeling, Matthew. And I would counter that and say, no, that's not modeling. This is ridiculous. And so it's back in the box. And it may find its final resting place in that box. Or one day, because I already done a bunch of work to it, one day I might just pull it back out. I don't know. Anyway, and it was one of these connoisseur classics. So it was on eBay, and it was a really good deal, and it was the same person sold me all three of these. So I was like, well, you kind of save on shipping if you go ahead and get more. And they were really well priced. So I just went ahead and did it. The next two I've never built, but anyway, or never attempted one of these. But so yeah, 32 Chevy Roadster, Connoisseur Classics. It's just got to be the 70s or something like that, I believe it is. Now, this one don't say it. Typically they would say it, but anyway, maybe early 80s. I don't know. Yeah, I think actually these probably are early 80s. I don't think the one I was building was Connoisseur Classic. It might have been, but I don't think it was. But anyway, 32 Chevy Roadster. I've got another one of these, and I've looked at it, and at least it's a lot less parts than the other one, but I don't know if it's any better or not. I'll have to look at it one day and kind of scope it out. Looks like a cool car to build, though. They have such a similar look to like a Model A, except these had an overhead valve engine. I'm not going to just sit here and talk about these. It'd take too long. These videos would be an hour long if I did that. But anyway, very cool. And then I got these. These were really well priced, too. I mean, really well priced. A Johan 31 Cadillac. These are neat because they got the frame pack design where it's all, let's see, I have opened or looked at these, so I'm pretty sure they're still, I don't think these were ever touched, if I can remember correctly. You can tell if they've ever been touched because they never get them back in the thing the way they're supposed to be. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So this is from the 70s. Not 100% sure what year in the 1970s, but pretty cool car. What's that? I didn't notice the background. Got a lighthouse, sailboat, a big old giant yacht. Must have been like the Rockefeller's yacht or somebody like that. Maybe J.P. Morgan had a house up there. Looks like in the northeast. Very pretty. Would you take the yacht or the car? Yeah, me too. I'd take the yacht, but I'd only sell the yacht because I couldn't afford to maintain it. And then here's a 31 Cadillac Sport Phaeton. That one, I didn't realize that. Body was by Fleetwood. I wonder if it's the same company that made Fleetwood Mobile Homes. Probably not. But anyway, Cadillac Cabriolet body by Fleetwood. So I guess Cadillac made the chassis kind of like Duesenberg did, and they sent it to a coach builder. This is also by Fleetwood. So 31 Sport Phaeton. Body by Fleetwood. And other than the tires kind of looks like they've bounced around a little bit, it looks untouched completely. I don't think they've ever taken these out. I don't know. Maybe they have. If they did, they did a really good job putting them back, because if you don't like really pay attention, you will not get it back in there. I don't care if it's got the frame pack or not. It just ain't going. All right, here's an interesting one. Okay, so no, I'm not going there yet. I'm going to show you the ones I bought. Okay, so I bought, now the ones that I'm showing you now I bought at Acme. I purchased another 30 Ford Coupe. I didn't notice it had a old price tag on it. It's like $8.59. Scottsdale. I wonder if that's from Arizona Hobby Center. It's like $8.59 possibly. Oh, 1993. Was there a Scottsdale Hobby Center in Scottsdale, Arizona? I don't know. Anyway, I asked this guy, does all the parts in it? He says, I'm pretty sure. So you kind of have to take their word. Oh, man, I stuck Irv's sticker in there. Irvin Arter, the Arter rake. I'm glad I found that, because I would have not ever thought about that I put it back in there. But anyway, cool car. I built, this one was the Gandalf the Green that I built. Man, what a cool model kit. Love it, love it, love it. And I picked up one of these, the Beetle bus. Kind of weird they call it the Beetle bus because it's Volkswagen Beetle, but I think they call it Beetle because it makes it look like an insect. And I have one of these, and I noticed the price had gone up on them. Now this is a round 2 re-release. I think both of the ones that I have are round 2 re-releases, but they're still a little bit hard to find. So when I saw that, I was like, I really would like to have it, because I saw Tim Customs, or Tim Kalankowitz built one of these, and he featured it on his channel one time. Man, that thing is cool. It's not so much cartoon-like. You've seen these cartoon cars where they're kind of like distorted and they're rounded and stuff. This looks pretty much just like a shortened bus, and I've seen people that shortened Volkswagen buses in real life. Now, obviously, the chassis on it's probably got a Hemi injector sticking out of it. But as far as the body goes, it kind of looks like a bus that's just been shortened, and it's like a little wheelie car. But anyway, very cool. And I don't remember what I gave for it, but it wasn't much. So I wanted that. So I got that. It was very cool. I was glad to get one of these because I want to build one of those. Yeah, I know. We buy these all thinking we're going to build them. Yeah, we do. Are we? No, never going to happen. Got this Porsche 914 Cabriolet. It is an Italy kit. They're not the greatest, but they're pretty good. That Ferrari I built was an Italy. The Mercedes GL 500 or whatever it is, I don't think it's GL, but anyway, that 1955 Mercedes I built, which is an absolute beautiful car. Love it. It was an Italy. Good car. They always had great box art. So yeah, just something that would be a fun build. Probably fairly simple. And they had a good price on it. So got that. And then I'll just show you both of them because they're the same. I had 2 of these. One is sealed and one is not. Well, that's got a price tag. That looks like it was $2 and something. That's cool. Might have been $3 or something. But Cougar 2, Ford Cougar 2. It was a concept car. It was not a Mercury Cougar. Concept car that Ford did. It was sitting on a AC Cobra chassis, and they're really nice. I've seen them built. They really are nice kits. They have a lot of moving parts. You got your opening doors, typical IMC. This is Testers, but it was originally put out by IMC. I think I've got one by IMC if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I do. I'm looking at it up there. But my thing is they don't make these anymore. I mean, you're probably never... Uh-oh. I just saw a little red piece fall out. That is important. And it hit the floor. This is probably missing parts. But the good thing about it, I've got a spare that got broken in transit, smashed to death. And so I would have spare parts. I need to open it up and put the stuff in bags. But I got 2 of them. That one's sealed. And I don't remember what I paid for them. It had $40 on that one, but I did not get $40 for them. I put them all up there and said, what would you take for all these? And this ain't all of them, but anyway, very cool car. And I bought this, another one of these Testers kits. I didn't pay that much for it either. This is the Ford Mark II This is the Ford Mark II unassembled kit. It is like a I thought it was like a GT40, and I think it kind of is, but it's called the Mark II. But again, these things, a lot of moving parts, very, very well detailed engines and stuff like that. It's got a 427 in it, canted valve, 427, but nice car. And again, you'll never see these. You'll probably never, ever, ever see these. Lindbergh did rebox that. No, that was the Mustang. Did they rebox that too? They did have, I think, some of the IMC molds. Lindbergh, I think, acquired those. But anyway, I guarantee you'll never see this again. So, and I'll probably never build it, but I've got it. And if I do want to build it, I got it. And then last but not least, on the ones that I purchased, if I'm not mistaken, is oh, I couldn't pass them up. I just couldn't. They're beautiful. The boxes are in wonderful shape. 1948 Ford convertible. I'm not sure if these were 65 editions or your 69 to 70. You can always tell by taking you can open it up, and there will be a advertisement in there for something you could win. One of them is the 1965 or 66 Le Mans. If it's not on top, I'm not digging for it. Look at that old paper. But it's the 1965 or 66 Le Mans, 24 hours of Le Mans. Let me say that right. Paper, or one of them would have the moon landing. So if it's the moon landing, it would be obviously, what was it, 1969. So they could be either. Exactly the same though, but these things are so heavy because they are completely packed to the brim. And if you ever take these out, you'd better make a video on how to put it all back in there, because you won't get it all back in right. Somebody has done that and put some tires in a bag and stuff like that. But yeah, I saw these and I said, you know what? I'm not going to let you just sit there, fellas. I'm going to take you home with me. So I purchased those. And that is all that I purchased. Now I'll show you what was gifted to me. I think you'll think I know you'll think these things are cool. So my friend Jeff Elliott, way up in Vermont, he gave me, a long time ago, he gave me one of these, but it was missing the car. It was the truck and the trailer. Or maybe it was just missing the car and the trailer. It was just had the truck. But anyway, and that was fine. That was perfect. Because this is I love these model kits. These build really well. This 1953, is it? I think it's 53 Ford pickup. Anyway, they build up really nice. But he came and handed this to me. We were in the lobby of the hotel. He said, Matthew, this one's got it all in there. So I appreciate that, Jeff. And it's got the 40 Ford. And it also has, and I've never had this, but it's really cool. It's got the 40 Ford with the damage. And I didn't even know they came like this, but it's got the damaged fender, and one of the fenders is missing. So it obviously is supposed to look like it's been sitting out for a long, long time. But yeah, it's got the damaged fender. That's neat. So it's a complete kit. Got the truck right here in blue, which I have a bunch of these trucks. They're I bought them because they built so nice. I built one. Anyway, diamond in the rough. And that's so neat, Jeff. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. It's got how you can, different ways you can build the truck, customize it. And then there's a car with a missing fender. What year is this thing? 1986. That's 10 years old when that come out. All right, Jeff also gifted me this. And that's cool. This is like an original release, or it's early. 67 Ford Falcon. This is not a round 2 repop, obviously by the shape of the box. But yeah, man, that is something else there. 67 Falcon. Gasser. Or you could build it stock or a Barris custom. So yeah, that is something else. I really appreciate that. That goes on the shelf to my right. I got all my really old stuff up there. That's so neat. Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So my friend Terry Brownlee, or some people call him Terry 2. I think he got the name Terry 2 because when Terry Thacker was alive, Terry was Terry 1, I guess, and then Terry 2 or Terry Brownlee would come on the lives, Brian's lives, and they had to have a distinguishing name, so couldn't just call him Terry. It was Terry 2. But he walked up to me and he said, "Matthew, I know you like these things." And he handed me, there's 2 of them. I'll show you the next one in a second. But Hubley, these are old. These are old Hubleys, like from the 60s Hubleys. Model A station wagon. And they're heavy because they're metal, you know. And if anybody ever complained about flash on a plastic model kit, they probably should go buy them a Hubley. And that way, they probably would never complain about flash again, because you get the metal flash on these, which I've seen some of these built. Man, they're beautiful. But look at that. They even left, you just go in there and file all that stuff off. But as far as the actual casting where it's supposed to not have flash, it looks really nice. So that is super cool. And I've got quite a few of these Hubleys, and I'd really like to build one. Check it out. So that's the top end of your engine, but it's casted into the chassis. You have to cut it out of there. But I know I guess they just had to utilize all they could. And I've heard that if you sand this stuff a lot, you better be careful breathing it, because it could be quite toxic. But anyway, super old, man. These are old. The box is just completely deteriorated. Oh, that was wood for the wood sides. I thought it was just part of the box. How do you like that? Oh. Huh. I guess you would cut it out from that side and place them in there. Well, that's neat. You got the plastic interior parts, got the metal, rest of the metal parts. There's the roof in there. Just classic, man. Classic, classic, classic. Now if I can get this box back together, because I didn't know it was going to come apart like that. And this, for some reason, does not fit now. How do I get this to lay in there? I think that would be close enough. But these are old. I don't know exactly what year these are, but they're old. Maybe it looks older than it should because the box is gone, but it is an old kit. Yeah, I would imagine it's from the 1960s, something like that. I'm just making an assumption. So I got that one, Model A station wagon. And then he also gave me this one, which the box is in much better shape. It's the Model A Phaeton. Not recommended for children under 8 years old. And somebody sold it for $2.99 a long time ago. And they had two stickers on it. So, wish I had a date. Does not have a date. That would be interesting. It is kit number 4856. And it's heavy. I mean, it's made out of metal. Oh my gosh, look at here. What in the heck is this? I don't think this came with it. What is this? Miniature tools. They obviously aren't real tools. I don't think the pliers open or anything, but that's neat. So I got a pocket knife, an open pocket knife, like a walnut cracker, pair of pliers, 10 snips, and some shears or some scissors. Oh, here we go. My gosh, that is neat. Marshall, your agent for the unusual. Marshall R. Carney, Birmingham, Alabama. That's neat. Sometimes the stuff that you find in the model kits is neater than the model kits. That's interesting. I don't know if Terry knew that was in there or not, but wow, that is cool as can be. All right. Oh, this has instructions for Duesenberg in it. See that? Look at what you can build out of that thing. That is nice. Oh no, this is just a pamphlet to show other cars. I've built one metal model car, and it was a Revell. It was a Duesenberg. And it was just the body was metal. The chassis was plastic, and everything's plastic except the body. I don't know why they did that, to be honest with you. I think that it was just something they thought, oh, this is a good idea. I don't know if it was a good idea or not. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Terry. Appreciate you for thinking about me. And then I got this. This is something I ain't got a clue about. Neither did he. So my friend, and I can't think of his actual name, but Weasel. If you ever see my videos and look through the comments, you'll see Weasel. Later, Weasel. Well, that's who gave me this. No, you didn't give it to me. We did a swap. But anyway, this is a Hino Contessa 1300 coupe, and it is all in Japanese, except for the Hatchet Collections Japan. So it's kind of like a book. It's got like volume 20, but I don't know anything about this. I will do a box opening. I thought it sounded like metal. It's kind of heavy, but surely it's not metal. If it is, I can't read it. It is 1/24th special scale, Japanese car collection. Hino Contessa 1300 coupe, and obviously it has an engine and all that stuff. I'm telling you, it almost sounded. No, I don't think so. It is heavy, but it's in a pretty thick box, so I have no clue about this thing at all. But we will be opening it up. Oh, it's got opening doors. I bet it's a nice little model kit. I bet you. It could be a die-cast body. I will be 100% honest with you. It looks like a die-cast body. If you look at the hinges, see the door hinges? They look die-cast. Don't know. I mean, who's to say? It might be a die-cast car. It might not even be a model kit. I don't know. He didn't know because he didn't open it. But I don't hear parts rattling around. I hear a few little things, but we shall see. I'll definitely do a video on this because I don't have a clue. This is one of those mystery things. And he didn't know. I didn't know. But we'll find out pretty quick. I promise you that. Okay. And finally, my friend Michael Lyons. Mike Lyons. He sent me the last show we were at. Where were we at? Mooresville. I was a box under the table where we were vending at, and I told Heather, I said, who gave me that box? And she told me it was Mike Lyons. Got home, and it was just loaded with stuff. It was amazing. And then I go to ACME. Here comes Mike again, and he had some more cool stuff. So I appreciate you so much, Mike. We will be going to their show in Richmond, Virginia. I don't know the exact date right now. I forgot what it was. But they have a show in Richmond, Virginia. I think it's the end of February, if I'm not mistaken. We will be going to that show. It'll be cool. So he gifted me all kind of neat little things. Start with these two things since they're the same. It's the Continental. These are repops. These are 1995 repops of a 1950 something original kit. But the Continental Mark II. And they're 32nd scale. Yeah, it was copyrighted in 1956. The original was. This is a 95. But these are multi-piece body cars. 132nd scale, because you would never fit a Lincoln Continental in this box. So, yeah, it's 132nd scale. So this one's all in a bag. But, yeah, very cool. Got those two from him. I need to take one of these out one day and really inspect it and see what it's all about. Because one time I built a Revell 125th scale Cadillac Biarritz. I think, was that what it was? Was it Biarritz? But anyway, my friend Billy Baird gifted me that kit. I built it and kept it a couple years and then gave it to Billy. So anyway, thank you, Mike, for those. Those are cool. Then he gave me these two little guys. Pocket Pack Old Timers, Intex. Typically, your Intex boxes are gigantic because they're 1/16 scale. This little guy is a 1/48. 143rd. There it is right there. 143rd scale. 1911. You can see why they call it pocket pack, because you literally could stick it in your back pocket. It reminds me a lot of old Highway Pioneers, but it's even smaller. It's not 132nd. It's 143rd. So that's neat. And then there was also a 1896 Peugeot, again pocket pack old timers. These were out of the 1970s at some point. That was a 49-cent model. So yeah, somewhere out of the 1970s. This is interesting. The 1896 Peugeot had a 2-cylinder that would reach speeds of about 20 miles per hour. And you've got the 1911 Model T, had a 4-cylinder that would reach speeds of about 22 miles an hour if it would focus. There it is. That's not much. That's not very impressive, Henry. I'm a Ford guy, but that's not real impressive when the 1896 was doing just about the same thing with 2 cylinders. But anyway, I bet the Peugeot wasn't as reliable as the Model T. What would you agree? I don't know if I could agree or not. I have no clue, but I'm just saying. Highway Pioneers Reeboks by Minicraft. 1936 Cord Beverly Phaeton. These cars just are odd to me. I think they're probably odd to a lot of people. I say it's 1/32nd scale. It is, but anyway, they're front-wheel drive. I think they were supercharged. Probably super expensive, something like a, Rolls Royce would be or something like that. But yeah, Cord. I've never seen one in my life, but just an odd car. I think they had flip-up headlights, because you see it's very clean. There's no lights or anything. If you faintly can see right there, there's like a place where the headlights would be hidden. So it had hidden headlights and everything, but that's neat. And it's a Highway Pioneers kit, and I like that kind of stuff. And then he gave me this Pyro boxes. Had seen better days, but a 32nd scale Alfa Romeo TT Tourer, and by Pyro, 1967. And I think it's a flip top box. These things are nice. For what it is, when I say nice, I mean, it was a 60-cent model back in 1967. It's little, but I just think they're neat. And they're clean. They're nice, clean. It even had metallic, it's got metallic plastic. So as a kid, you could just build it right up. I mean, the seats are metallic plastic. The wheels are metallic plastic. Everything's metallic plastic. But if you didn't want to paint the body, you want to brush the seats or whatever, you already had somewhat of a nice finish. And I find that neat. So that is cool. Another Pyro. All right, so now I got some actual Highway Pioneers. And we'll do the shake test. Styrene for sure. Got the ring to it. Cellulose acetate. Let me do this one again. I think that's cellulose acetate as well. All right, let's see. This is a 89-cent, but it's a Rolls Royce. So it'd be the 1911 Rolls Royce. This one is the Model A Ford 1903. It ain't on here. Is this the... Okay, listen. Hear the difference? Nash Rambler. Right here. And first we'll check out the styrene Model A. And this is not going to be your typical Model A. This is going to be the... Oh, you know what? It's going to be just like the Model A that he gifted me previously that had the tube of glue in it. Remember this one? There it is right there. 1903 Model A. It was weird that it's not on the box. But anyway, this one is cellulose acetate. And it had the tube of glue. It's still in here. The tube of glue that was the Comet glue. But this one is one of the very first ones where they went to changing over to styrene. No doubt at all, that's styrene plastic. And that is, I'll have to build this one. That's cool as heck. And listen to that plastic. It's totally sealed. That's like when you want to open up a pack of crackers or something, you know, and everybody's in bed. You're up watching television and you want to open up that pack of chips or whatever. And you're being real quiet. And the bag is so loud, it's like, and it wakes everybody up. That is just crispy. Just crispy. All right, got that one. 1903 Ford Model A. Nash Rambler. That's acetate. Well, it's bagged up. I'm not saying they're all warped, but most of them are. But just, you have a preserved time capsule here. This one has never been opened. It's not had air in it. Well, it's probably got a hole in the bag somewhere, but 1953-ish cellulose acetate. Doesn't have the ring. It's a softer sounding plastic. Oh, the instructions are in it. That is too cool, man. Love this stuff. And then the Rolls Royce. All right, Rolls Royce is open. We'll see if there's any. Oh yeah, I already see it. All right, so remember the ring. You don't get that with cellulose acetate. It's just a dead blow. The body doesn't look too warped. A little bit, but not too bad. Oh yeah, you could build that. But what I see is the chassis. See, the rear fender has made a sharp left turn. Which you could probably bend that back up. Probably put some heat to it, bend it back out. What does this say? Rolls Royce, 1911, gallon and gallon, copyright 1953. Gosh, man, that's cool. Anyway, it's all floating around here. The bag has broken. That's what happens with these old bags. They just break. It's not like, somebody probably didn't even open it. You can tell the bag had just broken open the way it is. It's not like been opened. And lucky for us, nobody built it, because we can experience that today by having people that just bought them and didn't build them. Kind of like what I do. But anyway, yeah, man, this is cool. So thank you to everybody who gave me something, and the eBay that sold me something, and the vendors at ACME, which had great stuff. I didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of perusing because of a very busy day. But when we finally broke loose, I was able to take about 10 minutes and go. I saw those Fords as I was videoing. I saw the 48 Fords and some of the other things, and I went back and I saw the Model A here. And anyway, yeah, just had a few dollars extra I could spend and went and did that. But thank you to everybody who gave to me. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody I met there, man. It was cool. Always get to see new people I've never met before. Fun times. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. By the way, the new website. Oh gosh, I forgot one. Hold on. Sorry, Michael or Mike. Forgot one. I just noticed, and I'll get to you. I'll get to the website thing in just a second. This is kind of like crown jewel right here, man. This is awesome. How did I forget that? This is a 1967 edition of the 1930 Ford, which is the same, except it's the cabriolet. It's the same kit as this, exact same kit. But this is a nice one here. I mean, this is super nice. If you look at this box, you're like, wow, where do they have that thing at? It's just like super mint. $1.50. Beautiful box art. And then inside, an absolutely unmolested model kit right there, just like it would have come. Just loose parts all in the box. No bags or anything like that. I will have to go in there and get the tires out. Luckily, they have not made it their way to the windows yet. But yeah, that was like, whoa! I didn't even see this one until I got home. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this. So yeah, thanks, Mike. Appreciate you, man, so much. Thanks to everybody. So what I was saying a while ago is the website. The new website is up. The old website is still up. You just can't get to it. hopefully the new website will give us a lot less problems than last time, and it will be streamlined. There would be little problems here and there. It worked good for a while. Then it started giving problems, and I could not get them to fix issues. So I decided just to go an alternate route. MCVproducts.net is being forwarded to mcvproducts.com. So when you put in .net, it's going to take you to .com. Eventually, I'll probably end up weaning my way over to .com fully, or on both of the URLs. So if you put in .net, you get there. If you put in .com. So if you put in .com today, it'll take you to the website. If you put in mcvproducts.net, it will take you to the website. But that new website is up, so go check it out. Let me, if you see anything like crazy, it ain't doing right, let me know, please, because I'm not on that end of it. And hopefully it all works streamlined. And just let me know. Send me a message or something. Say, hey, the website looks great. Looks like terrible. You need to do this. I really would like some input if there's something you guys think I should change. But anyway, I'm glad it's up. That was a lot of time spent sitting down, putting all those things into that new website, and then having to design the whole thing. So anyway, it was a lot of work. Thanks, guys, for watching. Appreciate you. mcvproducts.com or .net. Go check it out, and we will see you soon. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.